Middle school. It was such a very crazy time. Yes, it was a very, very crazy time. But this is how it all started. Now, I know I talked about this from a while ago from my older videos. Back then, when I didn't have a lot of subscribers and a lot of things to talk about at the moment, but at least now I've been to talk to you guys about how did my middle school years truly went. And this is how it all started. So imagine this. Fifth grade, right? Supposed to be the last year of elementary. This is where we all start to grow up and all that stuff. But let's just say getting older might cause a bit of what's the word we're looking for? A bit of change is the word we're looking for. So let's start it off like this. So sixth grade, it was supposed to be the bestest thing to ever happen in everybody's lives and stuff, but it doesn't go so well for others because let's just say we didn't have that experience that everybody used to have and stuff. So when middle school starts, that's when things start to happen. And let's just say weird things start to come around. And let's just say it doesn't go so well for everybody, including me. So in the sixth grade, this is how it all started. Let's just say, it's a new thing, new year, new everything. It was the year 2017. But let's just say 2017 wasn't going to be my bestest. But let's just say it also falls into the category of this what's been going on recently. Now, for the start of it in 2016, it's just we had a bit of an up and downhill, if you can say that. But let's just say it starts off with more of a inconvenient factor. So let's just say, how about we do it like this? A lot of people don't normally talk about it, about their weird and normal personal lives, but let's try to, take that consideration and tell people in the world that, everybody is not like all the same or like, ooh, we had this experience. No, let's keep it real. That's the word of the day. Real. So let's get started. So in the sixth grade, let's just say, how do we put this? Let's just say I met somebody, okay? I met this boy, and let's just say, now for context, this name I'm gonna use for him, we're just gonna call him J for short. Just the letter J. Because, I can't give out like personal names to people, so we'll just name him J. Actually, we'll name him JK. Just kidding, just kidding, because it feels like, I don't know, just a random acronym or two letters I can come up with for like fun initial wordplay. I don't know what I'm doing. I guess that's just the name we're going for. So let's start off with that. So JK, let's just say he wasn't very mentally normal. I'll just say like that, mentally normal. And what I mean by mentally normal, let's just say anger was his main category. So he always gets frustrated all the time. I never knew why, but it was just his portray of things. And let's just say the bad things always goes around and comes around and everything else. Like he'd be mad, then he'd be silent, then he'd be active, and then he won't be active. But every time he does weird things or gets mad and stuff, I never try to ask or question it because it did make me a little mad because I never understood what was going in his head, but it made sense. But let's just say JK started to be more different. In the fifth grade, he was just, mm, I would be expecting that. But as time goes by, let's just say it never went so well for him as he got, in middle school. And to clarify, let's just say the things that happened in the sixth grade were non normal, like for children to do. So let's just say there's a lot of things that go on. There's a lot of violence, there's a lot of romance, there's a lot of random activity, there's a lot of behavior strange status thing. Even though this is not something that, kids, this is how parents interpretate their kids and stuff. This is just how, everybody is in middle school. So let's just go down a list of things that happened to me and what goes on. So here I thought middle school was going to be my biggest thing ever, but it turns out it turned into the most wrongest way ever. And let's just say I encountered something that was very abnormal. Well, let's just say I encountered multiple things that are very abnormal. And a lot of people don't talk about this often, but I'm pretty sure this is something that can be very, very interesting. So let's get serious here. Seventh grade, things have changed. Things got better, but it's still worse. And things started to get even more progressively weirder. Let's just say dudes became more. What's the terminology I'm looking for? Let's just say they became very open, strange, and not very. Let's just say they act very adult like than more kid like. Like, let's just say they do things that are very abnormal and not normal. And to put it in perspective, let's just say I saw things that wasn't supposed to be for the human eye. And let's just say majority of it happened throughout hmm, let's just say I experienced it through PE class in that perspective of my point of view. So now let's get on to more of the serious matter. Eighth grade, things gotten way better. Still weird, but gotten way better. Now, this is basically the category of all the listings I just said. So why not we put it in more a perspective, as in this is what's gonna happen. So let's just say, hmm, this is what middle school is like. So in the sixth grade, right? Okay, so I already told you about what happened in the sixth grade. Now, I already told y'all in a previous video of how my elementary school years went. Y'all can go ahead and check it out whenever y'all done watching this. But this is basically how I talk about what happened through that time period. But here, this is when I tell y'all about this is what happened throughout middle school. So, okay, sixth grade, supposed to be the bestest thing ever. You're a very aged 12-year-old to 13-year-old, and you expect it to be something exciting, right? No, not at all. So, it literally started to change my life because I thought things were about to get better, but let's just say a lot of things happened. Uh, Cellular devices was going to be a new thing for me because I was excited for my first ever mobile device, but it didn't go so well because let's just say I lost one. Okay, so That was bad, and I lost it at my church, and then it started to, disappear, and I wondered where it went, but I never knew where it was because this happened at nighttime, and I was just moving some boxes, and then this happened, and then, oh no, where did it go? Try to look for it, try to find it, but it wasn't there. Okay, problem. But that was just okay. It was, wasn't anything bad, but this is like happening outside of school. But inside of school, that's when things started to change. So let's just say, when you finally got your first phone, it felt good, right? Okay, you lost it. Okay, that could be a problem. So you got like a second one. So it can either be like a hand me down or a new phone or a different phone. So I had another one, but then I lost that one. And it was an iPhone. Okay, lost it. And here's how it all happened. So basically, I was in one of my classes. I was just doing my own thing, and then all of a sudden, oh no, where did my phone go? Because I had to find something out of my backpack, and I told somebody, "Hey, can you watch my phone for me?" Because I was just trying to look for stuff to look for, but I never could really find it. But once I finally figured out where it was, I was like, "Oh, here it is." That paper I was trying to look for. But well, I didn't say here it is. I just try to find something wanted something important for me to go find to like get to my teacher and stuff. But when I tried to figure out where my phone was, there was something insane happening outside of the classroom, and then there was a whole entire fight going on. And then when I tried to look for it, let's just say it wasn't there. And then I thought somebody stole it. That's my terminology, but I didn't think of it all the way. And then when I tried to look outside in the hallway, I was trying to be like, where's my phone? Where is it? Where is it? And then when I finally found it, it wasn't there. I thought, oh look, I found it, but no, that's not what happened. Let's just say I thought would find it at some point, but I didn't. Okay, problem. Okay, let's keep our mouth shut and let's hope our mother doesn't know what happened. That's what, some people might think of like, oh no, what am I gonna do? And I just saw something very expensive. Let's not tell our mothers about it. Okay, so I thought that might have been like, fixed up. Wrong. There's something else happening too. Okay, so I look for something, try to figure out where it went, like try to look for something to find it. I look everywhere, try to find it, see if there's anywhere I can find it. And I remember that thing in my head, like, oh, wait, somebody stole my phone. And the last person I talked to was somebody, let's just say it was a boy that I also found. He had let's just say he had red-headed hair, and let's just say that. You know what? For this terminology, I think we'll call this person Red Boy. So I was trying to find my phone, but I can never find it. So, oh no, what happened? Where did it go? Where did it go? And I tried to look for it, and then it wasn't there at all. So I was like, uh oh, maybe that boy might have stolen it. So I thought I found my answer. So I tried to ask somebody and tell somebody, hey, that's the guy, the boy that stole my phone. Because he was the same guy that I not gave it to, but I asked somebody about it. And I thought I was doing it right. Now again, I'm just doing this off of memory. So if I don't know what happened 100% of the time, I'm just trying to say what it is, basically, or what just happened from my point of view. So when I thought I finally had it, I thought I finally had it, but it wasn't there anymore. So I was like, uh-oh. Hmm, everybody talks about, oh no, I just lost something. Maybe that person that stole it and then reported to somebody, but then he told me he did not. And then randomly he fell down a flight of stairs. I don't know. It was something else, but I can't remember. But I thought he stole it, and then he didn't say anything about it. So I was like, okay, problem. And I was like, did he stole it or no? And I was trying to figure that out because I was like, huh. And again, keep in mind, my brain was very tiny. It wasn't all that big. So this is just something that basically happened. And I tried to figure out what was going on. So I was like, uh oh, what am I going to do? So I tried to figure out where my phone was. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Absolutely nowhere. And if I can't like find it, that's gonna be a very bad, bad problem. Okay, so I couldn't find it. Now what am I gonna do? I don't know. We're just gonna have to wait a couple of days and see if something else changes or anything up. But no. But also, what I didn't said, this happened. Okay, so I got into trouble. Some very, very deep very deep hot water. Yeah, let's just say it's hot water. I got into very deep hot water. And then when I was trying to figure out what just happened, oh no, this is a problem. So what am I going to do? How am I going to explain this to my mother? You know what? Let's just keep quiet. Let's not talk about it. I'm pretty sure this thing will go away and then something else will come up and then boom, problem solved. Nope, it got worse. So when I was trying to figure out what happened, it did not go so well at all. And let's just say I got in some very deep hot water, and my mom got very, very mad at me about it. And keep in mind, I did not know what was going on. Okay. My brain was small, so I never knew how to do stuff, figure out stuff, all that stuff, because it takes me a while to figure out what's going to happen next. So, okay, my mom is furious at me. And don't worry, my mom is very, very nice. Okay, very, very nice. Okay, I don't have those kind of parents. Okay. So, this happened. Thanks a lot, chair. Anyways, this happened. So, what was going on is, oh no, my mother is mad at me and now I'm grounded and now I can't play my Xbox. Okay, that's a small problem. So now what I'm gonna do? I don't know. And then my mom gave me a whipping. Yay. And I was in full on tears. Like full on tears. Because I was starting to cry because I did not know how I was going to, I was crying about like three different things, like my mom, and then my phone, and then what happened. So I'm just sitting here like struggling and crying and trying to be like, what is this? This shouldn't be happening, right? Okay, so I thought I had a problem, but don't worry. It gets more better. It gets more better. Also, like and subscribe if y'all new here. Check out my channel, check out my music. I now have an Instagram, so y'all can go over there and see what I be posting. Rarely, I'm just gonna post like shorts or anything like that, but I'm just trying to, cross platform to other different areas. But right now, this is a different type of video because I'm going for something new. This is called, well, this is not going to be called anything. I don't know why I'm saying this. Like, this is going to be like a podcast thing. It's not a podcast thing. This is more of this is just what I'm doing right now. Okay. So this is just gonna be, something we're just talking about just stuff. But I don't think this is just gonna be a full on thing. I think this is just gonna be like a one or two one time thing. But, that's just basically what I'm doing. So you guys can learn more about me because it's been a long time since y'all heard me just talk about my normal life. So I'm just gonna, put that out there. Okay. So now problem was in encountering and we had this. So what am I gonna do now? I don't know, but this is how we're gonna fix the problem. We're gonna fix it like this. So when I was trying to figure out how to fix this problem, I didn't know what I was gonna do next. Because I was in trouble. And I tried to find ways to fix this problem. So I was like, okay, we're encountering a problem. How do we get over this? I don't know. Let's tell our mother what happened. Then let's see if the punishment will get lifted. She agreed with me, but it didn't go so well because I was still grounded. So I was still sad about that because I couldn't play my Xbox. Because let's just say my Xbox was my world, and let's just say Minecraft was my world. That's what was going on. Because I was like, this is gonna be like it for me because you know this is something that I need to do to cope with real life. So here's another thing that I'm gonna have to figure out. The seventh grade got worse. Very worse. But it was good for me, but it was worse when I got older. Uh Things started to change and all that stuff. Oh, let me go back to that. So in the sixth grade, yeah, let's actually go back to the school topic. So in the sixth grade, let's just say there was this girl, actually, hold on. Yeah, let's go there. Let's just say I was in that same class where I lost my phone there, and then, I was just doing my own thing and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden, I can't remember too much about it, but what I remember was there was this girl I saw that I didn't know that I got mad at, and she started to like get mad at me, and I started to throw stuff. And keep in mind, back then, girls were very not my thing. I didn't like the opposite gender because I thought girls were just like, oh my god, why are they like this? Can I just find like a normal person? And, I get angry about it, but when stuff happens, just stuff happens, and I occasionally beat up some, even though it wasn't like intentional or on purpose. It was just instinct. And then I started to burst in tears again, and then things started to happen. All that stuff. Other times in middle school as well, just to out there, point that out there, I did get in trouble occasionally, but then one time, I was like pulled aside, and I had to get like, there's this lady that called my mom, and then she told me like, and then she told the lady what happened, and it was like bad stuff that happened. So I was like, uh-oh, she's telling me that I got in trouble. And then when I got on the phone, I started to burst in tears again. Yeah, I had very high emotions. Even the slightest anger, if somebody gets really, really mad at me like that, yeah, I'll shed tears. Because, I was terrified because I was like, I don't want to make people angry. Why is this so hard? Okay, problem. How we're going to fix that. Okay, let's just try to cooperate and get better. Hasn't got better. Things change. A lot of things change. Okay, so let's move on towards the seventh grade. There was a lot of things that happened. Let's just say I met this. Well, let's just say I met this kind of dangerous weather. A very well known thing that we have here which is Hurricane Harvey, if I'm correct. So I thought I was going to encounter the true nature of death because I was slightly terrified, but I was slightly excited. But also, it was like a back and forth thing. Like I was getting mixed feelings, like, ooh, what's going on? And then that happened. Also, another thing, too, people occasionally come up to me and get mad at me. And occasionally I hide myself into, oh, yeah, this one time there's this one guy I knew, and he was starting to press on me. And then I got scared, and then I locked myself in one of the bathrooms from outside of my PE class. Let's just say it was like a event thing going on. And then like when the event thing was over, we were going back inside and being like, oh, this what happens. Okay. Okay, so this is sad. Another thing, food fights. Yay. And we got in trouble for that. Regular fights. Yay. Things change. Oh, somebody dropped something from the second story floor because my middle school has 2 stories. Oh, somebody dropped something and then somebody could have potentially got hurt. Yay! Somebody found a strange rubber glove on the ground and thought it was something else that was, let's just say it wasn't very kid like item as they thought it might been, but apparently it was just some rubber gloves. And then let's just say, ooh, I know what else happened. Let's just say, occasionally I try to do better at all of the things that I do. Again, middle school had brought me to my breaking point, my stress point, and my sad point. Because I was like, this is not how middle school is supposed to go. Why does it not look like anything off the TVs and movies and stuff? Because it's not. It's not. So, to keep things clear, I am going to wrap this up very soon, but let's just end it off with a strong note here. Middle school is very dangerous. Kids can be dangerous. Previously. Now, not really. Not a lot. Not a lot of things go on in the middle schools. Some stuff goes on, but it's not extreme up to the case where things happen. And elementary was supposed to be, my final indulgence to like middle school because I thought elementary was also going to be the greatest thing, same with my middle school and high school, but it turns out it only went downhill. Also, middle school, I had summer school, and then occasionally I'll take tests. Some I did well on, star tests, I did well on that. Everything else, what I do, what I tried, and everything else, I try my best at. And sometimes I experience true trouble and everything else, but it's okay, people. A lot of things go on, and a lot of people are not very good at coping with this kind of stuff. So everybody tries their best to make sure that we all stay happy and all that stuff, no matter what bad stuff we go through. So just remember that even though life is hard and all that stuff, let's just say the whole purpose of it is just to make sure that everybody stays safe, stay the same, and everything else. So if anything happens in life, just remember that it's okay to go through something like this because at the end of the day, this is just life. You know, I already talked about like, majority of things that go on through my middle school. I could tell y'all the other stuff, but I want to make sure that I keep my channel family friendly if I can, because I don't know what I might say next. If I want to go up there at some point, I'll probably have to wait if I feel like I'm a little bit older. Also, I'm 19, so now I can just finally tell people about all my years of education. through elementary, middle school, and high school. Now, high school, I haven't told y'all much about that, but let's just say, you know, this is just true life and everything else. So, to wrap things up, just make sure that, when you go, through like schools and stuff, this is just for everybody. School is the most supposed to be an environment for everybody to be in. And let's just say when you get older, things change, people change, everything else changes. So just trying your best to, you know, tackle through middle school and all that stuff because once you go through it, you know, just go through it. So my quote for today, this is going to be my quote, and this is going to be only me. Yeah, I know this ain't something I should be doing on my channel, but I just said, why not? Maybe I should record it like this. But to, finish this off and have like a quote for today, always and always, no matter what happens in middle school or in high school or elementary, whatever happened in those past time periods, just make sure that life is just life in school. So whatever happened outside can happen on inside, no matter like where you go, as long as you do your own thing, do your own schoolwork, have friends, socialize with other people because it's always good to meet new people or have friends and stuff. Always talk to your teachers and always be like respectful. If anything bad happens, just ignore the problem or just say not my problem. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for this whole long video I made. This is going to be the most longest video ever on my channel. So thanks for watching and I'll see you guys later. Stay safe. Peace.